Welcome one and all. Yes indeed, I have been on AliExpress again. I'm sure I should be getting some sort of frequent buyer's discount by now. This time, I have bought another all-in-one game cartridge for the Game Boy. I've bought a few of these. I'll put some links on the end screens for you if you're interested. And mostly, they've actually gone really, really well. So when I saw another one come up, I thought, well, hopefully it'll have some games I haven't got. Let's buy it. And I did. Let's have a look. To the table.
Right, so here we are. It doesn't come in a box or anything, just this little protective case, but I'm cool with that because I only tend to buy loose cartridges for my Game Boy and indeed my Game Boy Advance games because I'm cheap. So let me just bring it a bit closer so you can see. Gives you an indication of what games are on it. It's all fine by me. You can see you've got Wario, Mega Man, Mario Tennis and Golf. So I've got quite high expectations for this. What's in here already? Driver free. That's an upcoming video. Subscribe if you want to see it. Subscribe if you don't. Just subscribe. So as usual, I'm using the Game Boy Advance because with the front lit screen it will show better. I don't have a Game Boy Color. I use this for everything. So here's the list of games. Now this is what I was hoping to see because on the other cartridge it didn't have any of the Mario games, and you can see here you've got Mario, Wario, Mega Man, as I already said, was on the cover. Oh, Castlevania. Do you know I love the Castlevania games? Shall we have a look at one? Now I normally would stretch the aspect ratio because that's how I play it. But last time a video like this, people didn't like it, so I'll stick with the proper one because I do listen to the feedback, you know. At the end of the day, I'm trying to make videos you'll enjoy watching. So feel free to give me any constructive feedback to this as well. Anything to help me improve, you know. And if you want to be horrible in the comments, that's absolutely fine too, because a view is a view and a comment is a comment and YouTube likes them all. So just skipping ahead through this. Love Castlevania. I actually had a genuine copy of this when I was growing up. I wish I still had it. Worth a few quid. And as expected, it's playing beautifully. I don't need the hearts, but it's just fun to whack things, isn't it? And I want to test the mechanics, of course. Now, I am looking through the camera as I play this, so that's my excuse for being crap. But I've got to say, and I hope you agree, this is good. This isn't just fine, it's good. Right, let's have a look at the list and test a few more games. You do have to turn the console on and off to get to the menu, as with all of them, which is not a problem really. So we saw there, we got, oh, I'll tell you what, I love Spider-Man. Should we test out Spider-Man? So this is Spider-Man and the X-Men. Yes, it is. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was a successful arcade game before it was brought to console. I think this game might have actually been on the other cartridge, you know. Because I remember not really knowing how to get past this point, and believe it or not, haven't researched it since or played it since. It looks good though. I don't bother collecting stuff, I just want to get rocking and rolling. Sorry about the lights. I'm trying to hold it as still as I can, but it's not easy. I can see why people use emulators when they're showing gameplay footage of this sort of thing. But I haven't got one. Not yet, anyway. Postman might be coming with something tasty soon, you never know. Now, I wonder how you web swing. Ah! So you hold up and you, yeah, look at that. This is good. Now obviously it has got some hints of colour. I can't remember if this was a Game Boy Advance game or if it was indeed, I don't mean Game Boy Advance, I apologise, I mean Game Boy Colour game. Or if it was one of those, you know, like the black cartridges where it can be either. But again, very happy with that. So let's go and have a proper look at the list of games. There's only 60 odd, I don't know if I can just skip through the pages. So we've seen this one a few times, which has got your Marios, your Mega Mans, Castlevania, obviously Spider-Man, which we've just played, the Blues Brothers, that's a good game, you know. I think I've got a proper version of that. Yoshi there, Dr. Mario. I haven't heard of any of these before. Paperboy, I've heard of that one. So all in all, it's mostly different games. I'm going from memory here, from the 108 in one I bought previously. That definitely didn't have all these Mario ones on there, which I'm pleased about. Look, you even got Super Mario Tennis. Let's have a look at that to show it you as well. And I'm really pleased with this. As I've said before, you know, it's not something for you proper collectors out there who want to show off what you've got, or I suppose that's technically what I'm doing with this video. It's just fun. It's literally just a bit of fun and a way to play the games without using an emulator, if you haven't got such a thing available to you. Oh. Interesting little fact about tennis. You know they score it in a very strange way. Nobody knows exactly how the rules of tennis were invented with the scoring system. It's been lost to time. Seriously, Google it. There's many accepted or likely theories, but nobody actually knows for certain why, like, zero's called love and all that sort of stuff. Just a random little interesting fact I picked up. Yeah, I mean, this is playing perfectly. The sound is perfect. The gameplay's brilliant. I'm rubbish. But I'm having a great time with this. It's absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look at one more game. Just for fun, really. After all, are video games not intended to be anything else other than fun? Let's go backwards and see what I missed off here. Let's try and find something I've not played before. But equally, I think it's going to be interesting for you to see. Do you know, I've got Dr. Mario. I have played it. I just don't like it, to be honest with you. I'm not into Tetris-y style games. Let's do a bit of Pac-Man. I've played many versions of it, but never the Game Boy version. I used to play it in the arcades, where you put 10p in per credit for a go. It's always good fun. Very simple gaming, which sometimes is nice, you know, as much as I like, went the wrong way then, big sprawling RPGs with deep systems and hundreds of hours of gameplay, and I really do like those games. Sometimes it's nice to just play something really simple that's a bit pick up and put down. And Pac-Man certainly fits that bill, as well as being fun still. There's a 3D version of Pac-Man out on the Nintendo Switch, I don't know and maybe some other platforms, I can't quite remember. I wouldn't mind playing that, just for something a bit different. I've got to say again, yeah, it looks great, sounds great, plays absolutely fantastically. I have absolutely no problem in saying that this, at least if you just want to play them, is good. Right, let's have a last little chat.
I'm very pleased to say that I have not wasted my money, which is good. This was successful. Very much like the previous 108 in one cartridge I bought. I double checked and Spider-Man and the X-Men is on that previous cartridge, but a fair amount of these games are not. I didn't cross-reference them all, if I'm perfectly honest, but I'm going from a bit of memory here and having a quick look. The majority of these games aren't on the other one, so 10 quid well spent. And they all seem to play absolutely perfectly, as I dare say you'd expect now. Let's be honest, running Gameboy games doesn't require massively complicated hardware. I'm really pleased with this. As I've said before, I like these. I know that they're not something for your true collectors out there, but I'm not a true collector. I just like games and like being able to play them. I've got a small Game Boy Color collection, but they're all just loose cartridges because I'm cheap and that's the cheapest way to buy them. I don't want to spend the rent money on video games again, so this is a way for me to be able to plug and play, no complicated emulation or computer needed. I can just put this cartridge in my Game Boy. Not only have I got a lot of games in one cartridge, making it easier to carry around, I haven't got to break the bank to enjoy, experience and play these wonderful classics. I am a big fan of them. I think they're decent, but as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully by now, if I've done things right, you're seeing some other videos that you might be interested in. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Ta-da for now.